Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi, everybody. How are we today? I hope we are doing well. I am doing well. Why am I doing well? Because I just woke up from a nap. And naps are, well, amazing. So, take naps, everybody. 10 out of 10 would recommend. But yeah, I decided it's the first. Obviously, it's a great day to start streaming. Obviously, no, on it. I just, had the day off, and I am eager to get into this next one. If you can see the title of my stream, it is How I Plan to Die. For those who know, for those who don't know, you're in for a treat. But yeah, welcome in, and without much delay, per usual, I'm going to dive in. There you go. I was like, are we gonna fix it? Fixed it. Things are about to get lit up in here. So we're excited about this. But yeah. Hello. I don't know why I'm extra weird today, but we're just gonna...
Welcome to my latest case, Danger on Deception Island. To learn how to play, choose Gameplay Overview. When you're ready to start the game, choose either Junior or Senior Detective.
Alright, Nancy, you're just a little bit more eager than usual. And I'm about it. Let's do this.
Dear Ned, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception Island, one of the San Juan Islands off the coast of Washington State. George's friend, Katie Firestone, is expecting me. Katie's a marine biologist who's doing research into deep water parasitic growth. She also owns a whale watching boat and takes tours out practically every day. I should be excited, but for some reason I feel on edge, like something's out of whack. Maybe it's because George and Beth arranged this little vacation for me, and sometimes their plans don't work out so well. Or maybe it's because we're about to dock at a place called Snake Horse Harbor. Kind of a creepy name for a town, don't you think? Or maybe it's because I haven't been on vacation for so long that I've forgotten how to relax. Anyway, we're here. It's not raining, but it's not sunny either. It's just kind of gray. Maybe that's why I feel so strange. Ever yours, Nancy.
Ooh. Snake Horse Harbor. I mean, it is...
Katie?
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm Katie Firestone. Come on, I'll take you down to the boat. Great timing, huh? I just got back from getting some groceries. George could not have picked a better time to arrange for you to come out here. Just last week, this orca showed up in the channel, and now it... Oh my gosh, what happened? Someone tore the place apart. The engine's a mess, parts are missing, others are damaged. Why would somebody do this?
Are you gonna be able to fix it?
I better be able to. I can't afford to pay someone else to do it, and if I end up having to replace a lot of parts, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We better call the sheriff.
Actually, I'd rather not get the sheriff involved. The insurance company would raise my rates, and I just can't afford that. Besides, I've got my very own private detective now. You.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you sure you don't want to call somebody?
Look, you're on vacation. Just go relax. Or bike into town, or take my kayak out. It's at the end of the dock. Just always wear your life jacket, and don't go past the channel markers. And if the fog starts coming in, head to shore fast. The fog we get around here is as thick as cotton. And never go out without a GPS. That's a global positioning system. Mine's somewhere around here. Anyway, your bunk's the empty one below. Why don't you go unpack? Need any help?
Nope, I'm all unpacked.
Nancy. Nice. We're starting to collect a little bit of a collection of solved mysteries, which we are about, of course. Oh, man.
Wonder what's in here.
Ice. Ice is in here. Okay. Immediately, I don't recognize anything, but that might just be because I hardly go down here, or it's because I generally don't remember this one as well as I thought I did. Deception is Scarab Island. Orca. I mean, that's really cool. Ah.
It looks like whoever damaged your engine did something to your faucet, too.
It'd be great if you could fix it. The pipes are in the cabinet under the sink.
At least the person who messed up the faucet left all the pipes here. I hope.
Right-click pipe pieces to rotate. Thank you.
That doesn't go there. That doesn't go there.
Alright, Nancy. Well, where does it go? Where to begin? Where to begin?
That doesn't go there.
Nothing looks like it goes anywhere. Let's be very clear for a second. Alright, well, we'll figure that out in a second, because I know what's going to happen right now. Ah, yes. Let's do this. Who doesn't love an everything sandwich, right? Put a little bit of everything. Mmm. Yes. Yum. Fuck it, you know? And eat it.
Oh, suddenly I don't feel so good.
You gave yourself food poisoning?
All I know is I made myself a sandwich and it didn't agree with me.
The ideal sandwich is a visually pleasing combination of high-quality carbohydrates and protein. Just keep it simple and you can't go wrong. Chef Sherwood says...
Sorry, guys. Gotta go.
Ah, deeply satisfying. Alright, throw it away. Had to be done. Okay, so... I mean... It would help if there was some sort of, like, guide I could follow here as far as, like, pipes are concerned. Because right now this is just pipes, and there's no telling where and how and why or who or...
That doesn't go there.
Yeah, Nancy, where does it go, though? Explain.
That doesn't go there. That doesn't go there.
Oh. You found a piece, everybody.
That doesn't go there.
Okay. Does this one go here? No. Does this one go here? No.
That doesn't go there.
I feel like these could go any way you wanted them to go, Nancy. If we're gonna be
That doesn't go there.
completely honest.
That doesn't go there.
Fine. If we're gonna be picky. We're gonna be picky.
That doesn't go there.
Okay. Trust in your judgment on this, Nan.
This goes here.
Okay. If you say so.
That doesn't go there.
What if it wants to go there, Nancy? Who's to say it's...
This goes here.
Okay, alright. We'll trust you. No, nobody. Alright. Make the water do extra work, right? Yeah, obviously.
This goes here.
Okay.
This goes here. That doesn't go there.
Why are the pipes different colors? Are we just not going to comment on that?
That doesn't go there.
Okay, Nancy, alright, if you say so.
This
The
goes
pipe's all
here.
fixed. I'll turn the water back on.
There was something under the pipes.
Whale World. Angie Jason. I'll write down that phone number because we like writing down phone numbers. Do we always need the phone numbers? No. Do they always work? No. But do we write them down anyway? Yes. Of course we do. Alrighty. Huzzah! Okay, cool. Sick. Ooh. No thigh cells.
Okay if I use your microscope?
Sure, go ahead.
Flea, onion skin, hair, raw meat, feathers, butterfly wing.
Too cool. Awesome.
That is pretty cool. That looks like raw meat. Yep. Hair's weird. Hair is very weird. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I remember looking at onion cells in a microscope. They are really cool looking. Ew.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is, I guess, a good way to put that. It's more like a.
Apparently our saboteur took all the books out of the drawer up here. Must have been looking for something. Want me to put them away?
If you could put them back in the drawer for me, that would be awesome.
Well, welcome into Abby. You did not miss a thing, except for me eating a rotten sandwich. But, I mean, that was gonna happen, right? I had to do it. I just simply had to. Alright, time to organize the
Okay,
books.
what's the best way to get all these in here with no space left over?
I don't know, Nancy. You tell me, because you are the Nanciest of Drews. I don't know why, but stuff like this is deeply satisfying to me. I always love, like, organizing to a point where it's like, it all works. I can't rotate these, though. Okay. Good to know. Right? It just really is, like, it's not even that it's just good, it's just satisfying. It's just immensely satisfying to me. Like, I'm doing this in a very unsatisfying way so far, but we're not going to talk about that. We want no extra spaces left over, obviously, so we need to figure out what. Yep, it's going to be this. Beautiful. Alrighty. Basically, you just gotta get all the books in here and then figure out what works and what doesn't. Alright, so obviously this is gonna work. ignores this, I don't think. But maybe. We're working it out. Okay. I mean, that's a little overlappy, right? Like, that's just a smidge. I mean, Nancy, if you think that works, I'm not going to say anything about it. Right? Like, that was close enough. I like how it looks completely different than what I just did. But hey, you know, if it works, it works. We did it. Alright.
Ah, my trusty laptop. Good thing I recharged my batteries. Ah, my brand new anagram buster. If I come across letters that need unscrambling, I'll be all set.
Thank you, Nancy. Can't send out mail, blah, blah, blah. Your father's day off. Dear Nancy, thought you'd be interested to know that your father, believe it or not, is taking a day off. He was supposed to be in court all week, but early this morning a water main broke and flooded the basement of the courthouse. They turned off all the electricity as a safety precaution and sent everybody home. So without any appointments or trials to prepare for, he has nothing to do. Too bad you're not here. He could take you to the zoo or something, just so he stays out of my hair. Love, Hannah. Cute. Okay. With patchy fog. Map. Snake Horse Harbor. Sea caves. Interesting. Okay, okay. Gotta call Bess and George, obviously. Right? It's fine. It's fine.
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at the beep.
Hi, it's Nancy. Just called to say hi. So, hi, and bye.
Cute. Excuse you. Alright, well.
You know, Nancy, for what it's worth, I shot my mouth off pretty good at the town meeting last night.
You think that could be why somebody did this to your boat?
I did get pretty obnoxious. See, the thing is, this orca, this killer whale, showed up in the channel about a week ago and has been hanging around here ever since all by itself. She was getting way too close to boats, so I called the National Marines Fisheries Service. They made some recordings and did some tests and are analyzing them. In the meantime, they ordered all boats to stay at least 300 feet away from her or risk paying a $1,000 fine. That's what the meeting last night was about.
Some people don't like that idea?
The people that fish for a living sure don't. They're steering clear of the whale by taking the long way around the island to get out to sea, which costs them time and fuel. Some people say she should be captured and towed out to sea.
Aww.
And what do you say?
I agree with the no-boat zone. I also think that if she's found to be sick, she should be shipped to a research facility for treatment, not returned to her pod. I said as much last night, only much more strongly.
Who's Andy Jason?
Andy does whale watching tours too. If I had $1 for every time he's come here trying to talk me into selling out to him, I wouldn't be fixing this engine. I'd be buying a new one.
See you in a bit.
Be careful out there.
This note wasn't here before, was it?
No, whoever messed up my boat must have written it.
Stop meddling or else.
Uh-oh. Katie's GPS doesn't look so hot.
Yeah.
I better tell Katie her GPS is broken.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Wee woo.
What's up?
I'm afraid whoever tore up your boat also wrecked your GPS device.
Oh no. It'd be a shame for you not to go kayaking. I know. Bike to the Hot Kettle Cafe and see if Holt Scotto will let you borrow a GPS from him.
See you in a bit.
Have fun.
Have fun while my life is being torn to pieces.
It would be rude to use my phone now.
Alright, Nancy, alright.
Piece of paper inside. Maybe it's a message.
A message in a bottle?
That's odd.
Rosebud. Alrighty. Safety first. Alright, let's do this. Ah, the ambiance for there being nobody in the restaurant. Indeed.
Nothing behind this one.
I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'm gonna take a picture of this, and it's gonna be helpful. Okay. Dungeness crab. What is the difference between male and female? Their claw size, and I guess their bottom looks different. Ah, just two people to talk to right here. Interesting. Ah, sleeve. Atlantic herring. Hey Jenna, it was good to visit you last month. Boy, do I miss that clam chowder. Oh, and you too. Love Kim. Please, can you send me the recipe?
Hang on, I'll be right with you.
Actually, I'm looking for someone named Holt Scotto.
So what do you want? I'm Holt Scotto.
Dude, I mean, I love clam chowder. Like, clam chowder is a secret obsession of mine. And when I went to San Francisco a couple years back, I went to like get clam chowder from San Francisco, and it's so good. It's so good. And just like, also like, I grew up on sourdough bread, so just a sourdough bread bowl of clam chowder. Ugh. I literally want one right now, and it's like 80 degrees, but I still want it.
I'm Nancy Drew. Katie Firestone said I might be able to find you in here.
Well, you're not one of them save the whale and heck with everybody else crusader types like she is, are you?
I'm just here on vacation.
Her true colors came out real clear last night. Us fishermen don't count. All that matters is rescuing that poor, precious orca out there. To heck with people trying to make a living. Of course, is the way she makes her living being hurt by that whale? Why, no. Her business is booming. Now, ain't that the oddest thing?
I mean, yeah.
Her boat was ransacked this morning.
She ticked off a lot of people last night. That's what she gets for being so meddlesome. Anyway, welcome to Snake Horse Harbor, home of Cadborosaurus. That's how this place got its name, you know.
Who's Cadborosaurus?
Well, that's the sea monster Native Americans used to see out in the channel ever so often.
Really?
Called it the snake horse. Had the head of a horse and the body of a giant snake. People on Vancouver Island started calling it Cadborosaurus after it or one of its relatives was seen a couple of times at Cadboro Bay. They call it Caddy for short.
Is it a friendly sea monster?
Back in the late 1800s, he took the rap for a lot of hoodoo around here. Fog would roll in at night, and men would just vanish. It was the snake horse, people would say. Little did they know.
So it wasn't the snake horse?
Well, they'd been shanghaied. See, a bunch of establishments in town had secret panels built right into the walls. Guy'd be having a drink one minute, and next minute he'd be clobbered over the head, whisked into a secret passageway, and taken out to a ship waiting in the harbor. He'd wake up on the high seas and discover that if he wanted to survive, he'd better do what the captain ordered. No matter what he was before, he was now a sailor. It was a cheap way for captains to get crews back then, and an easy way for some of the town's citizens to make money.
This guy is... Yeah, yikes is one way to put it.
Did you say you were a fisherman?
4th generation. I've fished every ocean for just about every fish you can make money fishing for. Lived here for the last 11 years.
Are you retired?
Fishermen never retire, young lady. After all, what would we do? Go fishing? Only reason I'm not out there right now is because I've been in and out of campaign meetings since 8 this morning.
You're running for office?
I think it's high time people around here started doing what makes sense, instead of doing what's politically correct all the time. Harbor master we got now bends over backwards so far for the environmentalists, it's a wonder he can still walk upright.
Oof. Oof.
Whoever trashed Katie's boat also ruined her GPS.
Oh, now that's a shame.
100% this guy's a Nancy Masker. 100%. That's not even a question. Especially with that last statement. Fucking political correct. Oh, God. Okay. Woo, we're gonna get through this, Nancy. We're gonna get through this.
Thing is, I'd like to go kayaking while I'm here. Only I can't without a GPS.
Oh, now that really is a shame. Tell you what, I got a spare right here in my duffel. You know what else I got in my duffel?
I have no idea.
This is a little seamanship quiz I whipped up. I'm thinking about making people pass it before they're allowed to rent any kind of watercraft once I become harbor master. Here. The idea is to cut down on having to rescue people who got no business being out on the water in the first place. Trouble is, nobody's actually taken it yet. I need a guinea pig.
You mean, if I take the quiz, you'll let me borrow the GPS?
If you pass the quiz, the GPS is yours. You'll need that container for the last question.
See you around.
Yeah, whatever.
What can I get for you, Nancy?
Since we haven't met, there's only one way you could know my name.
On the day my Aunt Iris turned this place over to me, she said, "Jenna, you're about to become a real good listener." And darned if she wasn't right.
How long ago was that?
Aunt Iris left it to me 3 years ago. It's been in the Devlin family since the day it was built, which was back in like 1866 or something. So, you're visiting Katie Firestone. My condolences.
What do you mean?
Me and her don't see eye to eye on a couple of things.
You mean like the whale?
That orca out there should be rejoined with her pod as soon as possible. Period. End of story. No matter what Miss Fancy Schmancy science degree says. Other people may be bamboozled by all her talk of data charts and field tests and monitoring whatnots, but not me. The only thing she wants is to get that whale into an aquarium. It wouldn't surprise me if Katie's been secretly feeding it. Which is against the law, by the way. And you know what else? It wouldn't surprise me if she trashed her own boat, because she knew that after that meeting last night, everybody would assume that Holt did it and not want to vote for him. I got an idea. Let's change the subject.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
What do you know about the Shanghaiing that used to go on around here?
It never went on, that's what I know. Shoving grown men into passageways and carting them off to ships never to be seen again? It's just a big, colorful, tall tale. Never happened.
Does Andy Jason ever come in here?
Everybody comes in here. Know how some people can't go a day without coffee? People around here can't go a day without a bowl of my clam chowder. In fact, if you ever want a free sample, just say the word.
Is Andy Jason in here now, by any chance?
Actually, he only comes in once or twice a week. Says he's too busy. Of course, the reason he's so busy is because he's too cheap to hire another person to help him run the place. Kinda surprised me when I heard he was trying to buy Katie Firestone out. Must have something up his sleeves, all I can figure.
Think I could try a bowl of your clam chowder?
Coming right up. Next one will be on the house, too.
That was delicious.
Here, let me get rid of that for you.
It's been fun talking to you.
Ain't that the truth?
Ah, so this one's political. Okay. Young Amanda wouldn't have known. She would have been like, oh, drama. It's a mystery. Okay, what do I have to do for this quiz? The sun always sets in the west.
No,
Okay, Nancy, it's because I can't type. Not because I'm wrong.
that looks right.
Are we going to keep the miscapitalization? Yes. Love that. Okay. What is the current fine for clamming without a permit in Snake Horse Harbor? I don't know the answer to that question. The Weast. Alright, so I need to know the fine. Oh, it's port?
Good.
Okay. Woo! The moon always rises in the east.
Oh,
Okay, Nancy.
yes.
Cool. What does this mean in Morse code? If I still had my notes from Scarlet Hand, I would know this. The North Star is part of what constellation? Is it part of a constellation? A schooner is a boat with at least 2 bows. Obviously, that's the I don't know not. Bring me a male Dungeness crab. Okay, so I need to bring a male one of these. So allow me to take a picture of this as well. Might as well if I have to pick up between a male and a female. Okay, and time to get the answers to these quiz questions. Oh, did I not put I didn't put the helmet on, did I? Nancy, you gotta put the helmet on. $138.43.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Doing good so far. Doing good so far. Ooh, candy snap mold together.
Miss, please don't touch that.
Okay, I want to touch it though. Just want it. I want it like a kid.
That's a beauty. Interesting.
Honestly, like,
Interesting.
I have mad respect for this form of art. Like, I don't know how anybody... Like, that's the thing that's wild to me. It's like how people come up with new ways to create art. It's like, who thought, huh, you see that bottle over there? I'm gonna build a boat in it. Like, where does that thought come from? But, like, mad respect.
Looks like I need a key card to play.
Okay, so I need a key card, obviously. Humpback Whale. Humpback whale, scientific name, averages about 43 feet in length and can weigh from 25 to 35 tons. That's a lot. It has very large flippers. Megaturba means huge wings, but a very small dorsal fin. Like all baleen whales, it has 2 blowholes. When it exhales after a dive, its spray can rise 10 to 13 feet. When diving, it humps back distinctively. Humpback. What does the common name humpback refer to? The small fatty dorsal fin near the back of the whale gives the appearance of a small hump. This hump is further exaggerated when the whale dives, as its tail bends at a sharp angle. For these reasons, whalers call it the humpback. Cute. Porpoise. The Dall's porpoise. Dall porpoise has a small head and a stocky, muscular body. It is 6 to 8 feet long and weighs up to 400 pounds. It has the fastest swimmer among the cetacean, reaching speed up to 35 miles per hour. The V-shaped forehead, spacing splash, or rooster tail, for which it creates when swimming full speed, helps observers identify it. Cold facts. Dall's porpoise appear to prefer deep, cold waters and are found only in the Pacific Ocean in the northern hemisphere. They are rarely found in the southern extremes of their range during the summer months. So they like cold water. Killer whale habitat. Where did I go? Oh, okay. I was like so confused. Oh, I don't know this one. Minky Whale. That's terrifying sounding, but we're gonna be okay with that. Is the smallest baleen whale, averages 25 to 30 feet in length and weighing about 6 to 7.5 tons. It has a narrow, sharply pointed snout and a sickle-shaped dorsal fin between its starts to exhale before it reaches the surface. Its spout is relatively low, rising only about 6 feet into the air. The Minky whale is a sleek, torpedo-shaped whale capable of swimming at high speeds. The common name Minky is a reference to the Norwegian whaler Minky, who thought the Minky whale he saw were actually its much larger cousin blue whales. Cute, cute, cute. How deep do they dive? It's wild. Because a whale is a mammal, it cannot breathe underwater through gills like fish. Just like you, it must hold its breath. The bigger the whale, the bigger its lungs, and the longer it can stay underwater. Orcas can stay underwater for up to 10 minutes at a time, while humpbacks can stay underwater for 30 minutes. Most whales make shorter dives, lasting anywhere from 1 to 15 minutes. Because whales usually dive in order to feed, how deep a whale dives depends on what it's hunting. All whales can dive to a depth of several hundred feet. The deepest recorded dive by an orca was 900 feet. Humpbacks regularly dive to 485 feet, while greys can dive to 390 feet. From Flipper to Free Willy, the entertainment media are full of examples of how intelligent cetaceans are. The military has been using whales and dolphins for decades, exploiting their natural ability to locate and geologics deep in the water. They communicate with each other and obviously respond to human commands. The frontal lobes of their brains, where thinking takes place, are much larger than those of humans. This suggests to some scientists that some crustaceans may even be more intelligent than humans. Well, isn't that nice for them? Orca whale is among the largest predators of mammals in existence. It's actually a type of dolphin, but because of its size and referred to as a whale. It got its name from whalers who call it a whale killer after seeing them kill and eat other whales. The two words eventually got switched around to killer whale. Orcas live in social groups called pods. Pods vary in size from 5 to 30. Females dominate the pod, and maternal groups form subpods within the pod, with mothers, daughters, sisters, and cousins traveling together. Members of a pod use the same vocalization system or dialect to communicate. These dialects are so distinctive that scientists can often use them to identify the pod to which an individual orca belongs. In contrast, baleen whales tend to be found singly or in loosely formed groups. Gray whale is a baleen whale with dark skin covered with gray patches and white mottling. About 45 feet long and weighing from 30 to 40 tons, it has no dorsal fin. It feeds on tiny crustaceans and tube worms found in the ocean floor. It makes one of the longest migrations of all whales. The gray whale gets its name from the blotchy color presented on its skin. This pattern is somewhat presented at birth, but most of it is caused by barnacles that grow on their skin. Areas on the skin where barnacles have been will become depigmented and turn a dull gray color. Huh. No barnacles, as SpongeBob would say.
Hi there. Welcome. What can I do you for?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Katie Firestone.
Nice to meet you, Nancy. Any friend of Katie's is a friend of mine.
So you consider yourself to be a friend of Katie's?
I like to think we're friends, or that we could be friends if she'd just be reasonable.
So you're not friends. Got it.
Maybe she just likes being in business for herself.
I'm offering her the deal of a lifetime. She'd make more money, she'd have more free time. I mean, look at this place. I run a first-class operation. It's my mission to see that everyone who comes to Snake Horse Harbor leaves with a greater appreciation for marine mammals. And if I make a buck in the process, that's cool too.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're really all about, right?
Why do you want to buy Katie out? She can't be taking that many customers away from you.
I don't like her taking any customers away from me. And frankly, with this whale doing its orphan thing out there, I'm losing a lot of customers to her.
Why is that?
Katie convinced the fisheries service that she should be allowed to monitor the orca's condition, which means she can get right up next to the whale while my boat has to stay away.
Katie takes passengers with her when she checks on the whale?
Paying passengers, as many as she can safely fit.
Someone ransacked Katie's boat while she was in town this morning. Made a real mess.
Wonder if it's related to those burglaries.
What burglaries?
A bunch of stuff was stolen from 2 shops earlier this week. Food, tools, clothing, electronics. There was no sign of forced entry, no trace of who did it. Sheriff's still scratching his head.
Whoever ransacked Katie's boat tore a bunch of parts out of her engine. It's like they wanted to make sure she couldn't go anywhere for a while.
That's too bad.
Do you have any idea who would have done something like that?
Jenna Devlin. Runs the Hot Kettle Cafe. She was seething at the meeting last night. She doesn't think Katie should be allowed anywhere near that whale.
Do you really think Jenna's capable of tearing up an engine?
I was in the kettle once when this guy tried to sneak out without paying. Jenna was so mad and grabbed him so hard that he was the one who yelled for help.
That just sounds like a bad bitch right there. But also, like, yeah.
What do you think should be done with the orca out there?
Nothing. I think people should just leave it alone. I mean, why do we humans always think we know best? We can barely deal with ourselves, let alone a whole other species.
That's very true. I feel like he's the bad guy, but he's like that bad guy you kind of agree with. Dang.
That boat in a bottle you have is fascinating.
It was made by one of the first non-Native Americans to settle here, a guy named Benjamin Hawkins. I bought it from this lady who kinda went bonkers after her husband died.
Was Benjamin Hawkins a sailor?
This historian who was in here once said he was pretty sure that was a model of a pirate ship. So now I tell people Hawkins was a pirate. But like most of the settlers around here, he was probably just a farmer.
I'd like to play the games in your center, but it looks like I need some kind of key card.
Here you go. This will activate all the games. It will also keep track of what games you've won. And it'll let you play all the games as many times as you want.
Thanks for your time.
Whales rule!
Whales rule! Alright, that was cool. Whales, dolphins, and porpoises belong in a scientific order that they are mammals, that is it. They are warm-blooded and nurse their young, and though they spend their entire lives in the water, they have lungs, not gills, and are not fish. All cetaceans have seams-lined bodies, paddle-shaped front limbs, vestigial hind limbs, which cannot be seen because they are inside the body wall. Wild. A horizontal tail, a single or double blowhole on the top of their head, no sweat glands, and a thick subcutaneous blubber layer for insulation. Among the cetaceans commonly found in the whales of the Pacific Northwest are the Dall's porpoise, the humpback gray, and Minky whales, and the orca whale, or dolphin. Cool. So what other questions do I need to answer? Also, I'm getting texted. Who is texting me? My sister. Alright, so I need Morse code. I need to figure out what constellation the North Star belongs to. I need to know what this knot is. Helmet. Let's go to the lighthouse and then before we go back. I can't double click. Nancy, you're biking. Please pick up the pace. Come on, lady. Jesus. Alright.
Yuck! I'm not picking them up. This would be great for rock skipping. I already have some rocks.
Well, now we have some rocks for rock skipping. Nancy. Okay.
I already have some rocks. There's something in that bottle, but it's stuck on those rocks.
Oh. Oh, come on, I was ridiculously close. Maybe less power? Alright, need more rocks.
Interesting.
Okay. Alright, Nancy. Is it the kind of rock that I need to use? Because... Dang. Okay. Gotta get this bottle. I'm just gonna hold you there for a second, my crab. I seriously doubt this is a male crab on the first try. I think it's actually a female based on what I remember. Yeah, that's a lady crab. No. Nancy, that's a lady.
Remember, eyes open, mouth shut.
That's not the right kind of crab, Nancy. Okay. Okay. The angle is like the level of like, I think the angle isn't like which direction, but I think she's obviously shooting there, so I just need to like think of the angle at which I'm throwing it. Dang it. Okay.
I already have some rocks.
Oh, come on. Yes.
SS. Maybe this broke off from a ship.
It's another female, but I mean, no, I left. Just kidding.
What do you think you're doing? Those signs over there say no trespassing, which means keep out, which means you, girlie.
Girly?
Leave.
But I just...
Now.
Alright, fine. Somebody's being secretive. It's another female. That's a male.
Remember, eyes open, mouth shut.
Don't know what that means, Nancy, but you know, we're just gonna say that you're not crazy and it's fine. Alright. Back to the boat.
What's up?
Sounds like Holt Scotto was one of the people who didn't care for what you had to say last night.
He and I never see eye to eye. Now, if I were a fisherman, I'd be right as rain no matter what nonsense came out of my mouth. Fine harbor master he'd make.
I talked to Jenna Devlin when I was at the Hot Kettle.
What nasty rumor is she spreading about me today?
Why would she spread rumors about you?
She thinks I'm a know-it-all from the big city.
I found this piece of wood on the beach. There's something strange about it.
What do you mean? Let's see it. Ouch, those splinters are sharp. That is odd. It looks like it's been in the water a long time, but if that were the case, those edges would be dull. That looks like it broke off of something just recently.
Thanks, Sparkly Kiss. And I saw that you're streaming today. Hope you good luck. Wish you well, Secret of Shadow Ranch. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. Uh,
That's exactly what I was thinking. Any idea where it came from?
Could be off a cargo ship, I guess. But you know who you should ask? Casey Porterfield. He works at the Maritime Library in Port Townsend. You should give him a call. His number's 360-555-3095. He loves checking out stuff like this.
alright. Thanks. I will try my best. This one's a lot more political than I remember, so drama.
I saw a boat in a bottle at Andy Jason's place. He said it was made by a guy named Benjamin Hawkins.
As a matter of fact, I've done some research on Hawkins. He settled here in the mid-1800s, lived in a cabin where the lighthouse is now.
What else have you found out?
He apparently had a major feud going with some sea captain. Hawkins would see the guy's sail on the horizon, grab his family and all his valuables, and go into hiding for days.
Oh, whoa.
What was the feud about?
Nobody knew. Rumor had it that the sea captain was an ex-pirate, which might explain why Hawkins hid. But where he hid is still a mystery.
See you in a bit.
Have fun!
Have fun. I'm trying, but there's drama and mystery afoot.
I can't dump the crab out here.
Yeah, you can, Nancy. Why can't you? Why not? Phone. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's me.
Hey, how's it going? Grab the phone. It's Nancy. While George picks up, I'm gonna turn down the heat under my roo.
Under your what?
Hey, Nance. So, how's your vacation going?
Great. I got here just in time to solve a mystery.
No mysteries, Nancy. You're supposed to be relaxing.
Oh, give it up, George. She can't help it. So what's the deal with this one?
The crime?
Yes.
Vandalism. The time? Just before I arrived. The scene? Katie's boat.
What?
It might have something to do with this
Yeah,
orphan
exactly.
killer whale that's causing
She
a
doesn't
lot
relax.
of controversy here.
Katie told us about the whale when we called to tell her you were on your way.
Someone vandalized Katie's boat because of a whale?
There was a town meeting last night. Katie apparently got a little argumentative.
Katie does have a mouth on her, especially when the subject is marine life.
Did they find any fingerprints?
Katie wouldn't let me call the sheriff.
Why not?
She said she was afraid her insurance company would raise her rates.
Well, she doesn't have much money, I can tell you that. Uh-oh, Bess, is that supposed to be smoking like that?
Oh no! Darn it!
Darn what?
My roo! It's ruined!
Oh no, she wrecked her roo.
It's not funny, George.
Yes, it is, Bess.
What's a roux?
A carefully heated mixture of flour and butter. I was going to use it to thicken my gumbo.
Did you say gumbo?
Rock shrimp gumbo. It was Chef Sherwood's main dish last night.
She's hooked on this cooking show called Beasting for Fitness.
Let me guess. It's hosted by a guy, and he's very cute.
That happens to be true, but I watch it because I like his philosophy. Eat in moderation and eat only that which is made out of fresh ingredients and cooked with great skill, care, and judgment.
When did all this start?
2 days ago. Yesterday she cooked, or should I say ruined, crepes.
They weren't ruined. I mean, you could still eat parts of them. Anyway, I want to hear what you're doing, Nance.
Her roo.
I can't help but think it's a little weird that Katie didn't call the sheriff after her boat was vandalized.
You think she's trying to hide something?
I know she's your friend, George, but I just got the feeling she wasn't telling me everything.
Well, it's not like she's my best friend or anything. But what would she be hiding?
This one woman, Jenna Devlin, She suggested that Katie trashed her own boat in order to discredit Holt Scotto and keep him from becoming harbor master.
So are you going to confront her?
I don't really have anything to confront her with.
Good, because as I recall, Katie doesn't do confrontation very well.
My gosh, George. Is there anything else Nancy should know about this so-called friend of yours?
Katie's fine. She just has a few edgy little quirks, that's all.
Great. That's probably what they said about Lizzie Borden.
You know, Jenna Devlin may have her faults, but being a bad cook isn't one of them.
What kind of stuff does she cook?
She's famous for her clam chowder, which is outstanding.
Well, don't just stand there. Get me the recipe.
I'm pretty sure it's a family secret.
Does Jenna own the cafe or just run it?
She inherited it. The place has been in the Devlin family for centuries.
Whoa. Buildings that old are usually haunted, you know.
Oh boy, here we go.
Well, they are.
Jenna Devlin went ballistic when I brought up the subject of Katie and the whale.
What's her problem?
She's convinced that Katie just wants to study the whale, not really help it.
Sounds like a candidate for your suspect list to me.
Oh, always.
Holt Scotto caught me poking around the lighthouse and freaked. He all but chased me away with a stick.
Why should he care if you poke around the lighthouse?
Good question. The obvious answer is that he's hiding something.
One should always be suspicious of a suspect.
Right.
Correct.
I can't figure out if Andy Jason is friendly for real or if it's because he's basically a salesman.
What does he sell?
Whale watching tours. He keeps trying to talk Katie into selling her company to him and becoming his business partner.
Think he wrecked her boat so she'd have to go into business with him?
Could be. Katie is allowed to get right up next to the orca while he has to stay 300 feet away. He doesn't like that.
I wouldn't trust him, Nan. Once a salesman, always a salesman.
Remember my neighbor, Ray Olaf? He was a salesman, but he quit.
Yeah, to go to work for a company that repossesses pets when people can't pay their vet bills.
She's right. Don't trust him.
That is a job? Repossessing pets? We're not going to talk about that? That sounds so terrible.
You're gonna love this, Bess. I found a message in a bottle.
Oh, that is so romantic. What did it say?
Actually, I've found a couple of bottles, and the messages are all the same. Just letters and numbers and the word rosebud.
That's not very romantic. Well, maybe the rosebud part is.
Well, it must mean something to somebody. Just keep your eyes open and keep asking questions, Nan. You'll figure it out.
Is it me or do their voices sound different every single game? Like, I know it's the same voice actors and actresses, but like, they just sound different to me. I don't know.
I better get going.
See ya.
Hasta la pasta.
Hasta la pasta. Right? Like, George sounds really different.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Katie Firestone suggested I give you a call.
Katie who?
Katie Firestone?
Never heard of her.
I think it might be.
I know a marine biologist named Katie Firestone.
Yes, that's her. I'm staying with her here in Snake Horse Harbor.
Oh, well then what can I do for you?
She said you might be able to help me identify the ship that this piece of plywood I found on the beach came from.
How do you know it came from a ship?
Because it says SS on it. The rest of the name is missing.
Doesn't mean anything. Now if it said SS, which stands for steamship, that'd be different.
Actually, that is what it says.
Oh, well then it came from a ship. Or should I say, shipwreck. What kind of wood is it?
I don't know. Old?
Sorry, for a second there, I thought you said old.
Actually, that is what I said.
You're about as much use as a beanie in a hurricane. Look, if you want me to tell you what shipwreck that wood came from, you're gonna have to tell me what kind of wood it is.
But I have no idea.
Well, you just get yourself a book on wood and figure it out. Maybe Katie has one. Soon as you do, call me back. I love checking out stuff like this.
I could tell. Alright. What phone numbers did I get that are Okay, so we called him. I don't have to have his number written down. Sick. But I do have this phone number. Hold up. 36. Oh, hold first. Yeah, the one in front. 1360. Yeah, please let me know, because, like, George sounds very different. I was like, huh.
You have reached Whale World, the Center for the Appreciation and Observation of Marine Life. Unfortunately, everyone's busy right now, so please call back. Better yet, come in and see us. In the meantime, have a whale of a day.
I will. Alright. Dear Nancy, your dad has been home for an hour and a half and he's driving me nuts. No sooner had I cleaned the kitchen than he went in there and started making himself waffles. The next thing I knew, there was flour, sugar, and some ingredients I still can't identify all over everything. I've never seen such a mess. What more, he forgot to spray the waffle iron with oil and burned the first waffle so badly that the smoke alarm went off. He wound up making pancakes instead. He burned those too, but he ate them anyway. Now he's out jogging. You better stay out there for a long, long time. Love, Hannah. Oh, man. Town meeting to discuss Orca Thursday the 16th, 7:30 p.m. Sweden's hallway. Representatives of National Marine Fisheries and Service are going to give their ruling. Now is your chance to express your opinion on this important issue. Be heard, be there. Nice. Benjamin Hawkins, cleaning supplies, wash boat, coffee break, a kettle. Yay! Town meeting to discuss Orca. Nancy Drew arriving at 9 a.m. Okay. Ah! Alright, so it did just change. That makes sense. I was like, that's not the same person. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, so I'm not crazy. George's voice has changed.
What's up?
See you in a bit.
Enjoy.
Thank you for solving this mystery. I appreciate it. Okay, so stop meddling. Oh, I need the books. What I need. I was carrying around a crab too this entire time, which is fine, honestly, you know?
Complex milk. I don't know if this book is for me, but maybe if I give Dr. Predovicu a call, she can help me out.
I like accidentally clicked and I missed what she was gonna say. Intended audience, scientists, and research. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if this book is for me, but maybe if I give Dr. Predovicu a call, she can help me out.
555596663. CC. Books. I know that book. Nope. Nancy. So that's the same book. You don't have books on wood? I need a book on wood. Oh. Don't mind me.
This is Dr. Predovicu.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'd like some help identifying this piece of wood I found.
I'd be happy to assist. Do you have our mailing address?
Well, that's the problem. I don't have time to send it to you. Would it be possible to identify it over the phone?
Certainly. Just hold it up to the phone for a couple of seconds and I'll take a reading. I'm kidding, of course. I usually don't do this over the phone, but I'll give it a try. You will, however, need to take a look at your sample under a microscope.
Oops, I better go do that. I'll call you right back. One slice of wood. One glass slide. There. This is gonna look so cool under the microscope. Let's have a look.
Okay. Looks like wood. Wonderful.
Irina Predoviciu speaking.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again. I've got the sample all ready.
All right, we'll get started. Where did you find this wood?
It's a piece of driftwood, probably used for a crate.
Is the wood sample black, brown, or yellow?
Brownish.
Brown or brown reddish?
Brown reddish.
Does the sample have many holes, just a couple, or none at all?
Many.
And are there some holes that are big and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
Okay, and the holes are really, really tiny, right?
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, I can't ID the sample because that description accounts for a lot of different woods. Beech, sycamore, alder, maple, you name it. Please check your sample again. Goodbye.
Alright, well now that I know, okay, so it's a reddish brown. That's a reddish brown. I'm just like, what were all the questions? Reddish brown, there are a lot of holes. I mean, let's try this again.
Wood Labs, Irina speaking.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again. Do you think you could take another stab at identifying that wood sample for me?
I'm sorry, but my policy is to limit free wood sample identifications to one per person.
Could you please make an exception in my case? It's kind of an emergency.
I'll tell you what. I'm doing a study on the side that focuses on problem solving. I'm collecting data by having people solve the puzzle that's on my website. If and when you solve it, I'll give you another free wood ID. Go to www.predoviciu.lab/consult.htm. Good luck!
Well, this is unfortunate. Oh my god, okay. Hey David, did she write it down the website? Believe it or not, wood is not my only interest in life. I'm also fascinated by mechanisms of problem solving. One of my hobbies is studying the way people tackle mental challenges by solving the puzzle below. You'll be providing me with data that will keep me busy, happily so. So for weeks, it will also entitle you to a free wood identification consultation. Thank you. Have fun. Alrighty. Why did it have to be a slide puzzle? Why? My Achilles heel. Slide puzzles. Just had to be a slide puzzle, didn't it? Just had to be a slide puzzle. Huh. Okay. Holes, reddish brown. You cannot tell me that's not reddish brown. I don't remember the other questions, but we're gonna try this again.
This is Irina.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. Could you try to identify that wood sample for me again?
Is the wood sample black, brown, or yellow?
Brownish.
Brown brown or brown reddish?
Brown reddish.
Does the sample have many holes, just a couple, or none at all?
Many.
And are there some holes that are big and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
Okay, and the holes are really, really tiny, right?
No, they're pretty sizable.
Then you've got a tropical hardwood. I was assuming the sample was a North American wood. All right. Are there any distinguishable horizontal lines on the sample?
Yes, there are horizontal lines.
If this wood is used for crating, then it's probably Luan. It's fairly common in plywood, but it's a rainforest timber, so it's declining in popularity.
Luan, all right. Thanks for your help.
Glad to have been of service.
Hopefully that was right. Man.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I called before. About the driftwood?
Never heard of you. Now, if you'd have said Nancy Drew...
Yes, that's me, Nancy Drew, Katie Firestone's friend.
So what kind of wood are we talking about here, Nancy?
Luan.
Well, if that driftwood did come from a cargo container that's part of a shipwreck, there's a good chance I can figure out which one. Call me back in an hour or so.
You can identify a ship by what its cargo containers are made out of?
Ever since the hobo spider got into the U.S. by laying eggs in the wood crating of ships coming from Europe, the feds have made sure that cargo ships keep real careful records. Of course, I'll be taking things like tides, currents, weather conditions, proximity to Snake Horse Harbor. I'll be taking all those factors into consideration, too.
I really appreciate your doing this for me, Casey.
And, well, you should.
Thanks, homie.
What's up?
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
Alrighty. I still need to get the answers to the other questions. Where would I find those answers, actually? Probably on the website, right? Orca stirs up trouble. Red the whole tour for Harbor Master. Whale World. Morse Code. Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, the first device to send messages by electricity in 1837. Out of necessity, he also developed a universal code in which combinations of dots and dashes represent letters and numbers so that everyone can use this. His invention, this code, is now referred to as International Morse Code. The most famous word in Morse Code is no doubt the distress signal SOS. A dash is equal to 3 times the length of a dot. Below is the Morse Code alphabet. Cool. So I need to figure out what that means. So dot dash. Dot dash. One dash is V. 3 dashes is O. No. Yes, right? Yeah. VO. A single dash is T. Oh my god, it's gonna be vote for me, isn't it? A single dot is an E. Yep. mean, hey, gotta give him some credit for this, right? It's pretty creative. It has to be the letter number 4. Yep. 4 dots. H. 3 dashes. O. Holt. H-O-L-T, right? Yeah. Vote for Holt. Clever.
Correct.
Sick. We found in the coastal waters of the Pacific Ocean. As for far north as Prince William Sound, Alaska, as far south as Mongolian Bay, Mexico, they prefer a sandy or muddy bottom in salty water less than 15 fathoms deep, where they can scavenge for shrimp, mussels, small crabs, clams, and worms. Their brownish bodies are broad and oval-shaped and covered with non-spiny shell. They have 4 pairs of walking legs and a pair of white-tipped claws. Adult crabs usually weigh between 2 to 3 pounds, and their shells measuring from 6 to 10 inches wide. In Washington State, only male Dungeness crabs may be harvested. Female, male. Tell the judge of the crab, turn it over, and examine the abdomen. The abdomen of a female is much wider than that of a male. To cook Dungeness crabs, boil it for approximately 20 minutes. Do not eat the internal organs as they could contain toxins that cause paralytic shellfish poisoning. Good. Good. Not samples. Okay. Humans invented rope by twisting or braiding strands of yarn together, but they could not have used rope to build shelters, make weapons, or sail the sea if they did not have a way of tying off a rope. Tying ropes together or tying ropes to or around objects, in other words, without knots, ropes would be useless. Most knots used today fall into 4 basic categories: stoppers, bends, hitches, and bindings. Here are some samples of each. So I am looking at that one. Kind of looks like that.
Wrong.
It's not a bend? Bends.
Wrong.
Okay, so it's not a bend. Whatever. I mean, I only have a few guesses, right? So is it a stopper?
Wrong. Wrong.
Okay. Nancy, I don't like the way you're saying wrong. It's a little bit too reminiscent of other things.
Wrong.
Oh, it's the name of the knot below. And then the other question was what kind, right?
That should do it.
Yeah. I was putting in the wrong category. Whatever. I was right the first time. It is a fisherman's knot.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Boat with 2 or more masts.
Very good.
Thank you. I thought so too. North Star is a part of what constellation? Alrighty. also known as Ursa Minor or Little Bear. Huh. Should I put Ursa Minor? Be fancy. Ursa Minor.
Am I smart or what?
You are a genius, Nancy. Alright, so...
I have to bring him a male Dungeness crab? I can't dump the crab out here.
Alright, hopefully she switched out the right crab, because, I mean, I accidentally picked up the female one, so, like, we'll just fingers crossed this, right? I mean, also, he's probably pissed at me still from, like, me going to his lighthouse or whatever, but, like, I'm Nancy Drew. Trespassing is in the game.
You again?
I'm sorry for trespassing like that.
Hello, Lindsay.
So what do you want?
Welcome.
I finished that seamanship quiz.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Just bring me that male crab and you'll be home free.
See you around.
Vote for Holt. Spread the word. You again?
What? I don't...
See you around.
Vote for Holt. Spread the word.
I can't dump the crab out here.
Okay, well... Maybe I don't have the right crab. Yeah, the music is a vibe. This one definitely has the music vibe. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm in Ireland, but I'm in Washington State. But I mean, it's a pub still, so it's, you know, get the vibes. That's a female. Oh yeah, I will poison myself again for anybody who asks though. Like, it's always hilarious. It was one of the first things I did. You just have to. Mail!
Ollie, bye-bye.
So I had to dump the crab. Damn it. Okay, that's why. Alright, well. I will find the crab. Yes. It's a banger.
You again?
I've got a male crab, I think.
Let's have a look. Right as rain. Congratulations. Here's your GPS. Just turn around and follow the instructions. I'll take care of the crab for you.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you around.
Vote for Holt. Spread the word.
Don't vote for Holt. Spreading that
Hi,
word.
Nancy. How's it going?
I found a bottle floating in the water with a strange message inside.
Most, if not all, the notes you find in bottles around here were put there by Hilda Swenson. She was this lady who retired here with her husband about 20 years ago. They made a ton of money in Hollywood as writer-producers and just wanted to enjoy life. Wonderful people. Very active. In fact, Hilda was mayor for 8 years. But then, out of the blue, her husband died. They'd been a team for so long that, well, she pretty much died then too.
What do you mean?
She just kind of lost it. Started talking to walls and doing bizarre things until one day she rode to the island across the channel that she and her husband owned and never came back.
That's sad.
And now she uses notes in bottles to communicate with people?
Trouble is, nobody can understand what she's trying to say. All she ever writes is letters and numbers and that one word, Rosebud. I leave a couple of bags of groceries outside her cabin every week, and sometimes I can see her inside. But whenever I try to talk to her, she won't answer.
Did she ever leave anything behind that might help decode her messages?
She left everything behind. Problem is, it's all been sold, given away, or thrown out. We'll never know what's going on in that mind of hers.
You know, your clam chowder really is awesome.
Say no more. Next one will be on the house, too.
That was delicious.
Here, let me get rid of that for you.
It's
No
been fun
voting for
talking to
Holt,
you.
David.
Back at ya.
I don't. Even if you already did, take the vote back, re-vote again. Do not vote for Holt. This man is a menace. I mean, I don't know. It's a personal opinion, but he seems like a guy. He seems like a little bit of an intense guy.
Hi, Nancy.
Thanks for your time.
Drop by again.
I don't know who's calling me, but you can call me back. Alright. I know I could do all the Whale World games, but I'm just feeling like kayaking instead. I feel like kayaking is the vibe. Oh, I also should give that guy a call back to... Is he sus? Oh, yeah, he's sus. I don't think he's it because he would be too obvious, but he's sus as hell right now.
What's up?
See you in a bit.
Enjoy.
Like, I'm pretty sure Whale World guy is the bad guy, but like... It's like, it's hard for me to just like, assuming is bad. Even if my assumptions are accurate.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. Any luck finding what shipwreck that piece of driftwood came from?
Sorry, can't talk now. I'm waiting for a real important call from Nancy Drew.
Casey, that's me. I'm Nancy Drew.
Oh, then I got some good news.
You know the name of the shipwreck?
The SS Whitechapel Dawn sank 5 years ago right there in the channel outside Snake Horse Harbor, about 1.5 miles due northwest of the lighthouse.
Really?
I hear that channel up there's been pretty busy, what with that orphaned whale messing things up for the fishermen and all. Anyway, everything fits except one thing.
Uh-oh.
The Whitechapel Dawn went down in deep water. Real deep water. Too deep for currents to be carrying debris up from it. Just not possible.
What about volcanic activity? Maybe it sank on top of an undersea vent or something.
I've been doing this type of research for 20 years, young
Maybe,
lady. When
but I
I say
love this guy.
something's not possible, it's not possible.
Yet somehow a piece of wood from it washed ashore. What kind of ship was the Whitechapel Dawn?
It was just a regular old freighter bound for San Francisco from Vancouver, British Columbia. Nothing unusual about it if you don't count the rumors.
What rumors?
About the smuggling.
The ship was smuggling something?
After it sank, some crew members said there was something unusual about the cargo it had been carrying. That's all. No specifics, just rumors.
How many people went down with the ship?
0. Everybody managed to survive. Official cause was foul weather. But whenever a boat goes down in those parts, they always unofficially blame it on... Oh, what do they call that sea serpent up there?
Caddy?
No, thanks. Caddy! That's what they call it! Caddy! Anyway, this has been fun, young lady, but I need to get back to work. By the way, I just got done emailing you something.
What?
I said, I just got done emailing you something.
Great, thanks. Well, goodbye, Casey.
Goodbye, Caddy.
I certainly hope he doesn't operate heavy machinery.
We all hope that, Nancy, but you know, sometimes people just, they get old. They get a little bit eccentric when they get old, but he's still a good guy. He emailed me. Oh, I thought you'd like to see this. Thoughts you'd like to see this. Nancy, I'm kind of a stained glass art freak and came across a webpage during my travels in cyberspace that I thought you might find interesting since you're staying in the Snake Horse Harbor. Check it out. Enjoy, yours, Casey. Also, I like how the emails come in a very specific order. It's like, I'm not supposed to be getting this until this point or something, but like, hey, it is what it is.
The Hot Kettle was originally called the Royal Flush Saloon. Interesting.
Huh. To see some of Jacob Wombeck's best work in its original setting, check out the Hot Kettle Cafe, formerly known as the Royal Flush Saloon, in Snake Horse Harbor on Deception Island, one of the San Juan Islands located in Washington State. A shrewd businessman named Silas Devlin built the Royal Flush Saloon in 1866. Determined to create an establishment that would appeal to all social classes, he commissioned Wombeck to create stained and leaded glass doors and windows, knowing that his highbrow customers would recognize them as works of art and that his lowbrow customers would enjoy them because they looked like a big piece of candy. For years, the Royal Flush Saloon was the place to go in San Juan's, but by the end of the century, however, rumors that able-bodied farmers and lumberjacks were being shanghaied from the saloons on regular basis caused business to decline. By the turn of the century, the saloon had closed and no jewelry shop opened in its place. Despite the succession of businesses which followed, the original building was left largely intact, so that today Humpback's beautiful glass work remains in near pristine condition. Cute.
What's up?
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
Is she working on the engine the entire time? That'd be wild. Alright. So, I'm gonna go to the Hot Kettle Cafe, see if it can, like, be like, hey, what's up with you guys' history? I thought you guys, this place has been open for, I don't know. We'll just see what happens.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
You know, your clam chowder really is awesome.
Say no more. Next one will be on the house, too.
How do you keep making money?
That was delicious.
Here, let me get rid of that for you.
It's been fun talking to you.
Ain't that the truth?
You again?
Did you know Hilda Swenson?
Sure did. She even crewed for me a couple of times. There she was, this itty-bitty lady in her 60s hauling in nets. Did it for the sheer love of adventure. She was quite a gal.
See you around.
Vote for Holt. Spread the word.
Whale World, party time. I forgot I was gonna go kayaking. Well, went to Whale World instead.
I'll need to win all the games first.
Okay. Oh, so that's like the prize redeemer. Okay. Alright.
Throughout the center, you've been able to hear the sounds different cetaceans make. To see just how good your memory is, press a button, listen to the sound that plays, then press the button of the cetacean that made the sound. If you've made a correct match, the button lights will stay on. When all the buttons are lit, you've matched them all.
Alright. Did I put the card in? I did. Okay. Genius. It's my big brain showing again, guys. Alright, whale sounds. Done. The whales are hungry. When they surface, give them a fish. The more you feed them, the time provided a higher score. I mean, I destroyed that. Heck yes. Okay. Dolly the doll's purpose must be certain. It must do certain things to survive, like eat, breathe, and avoid her enemies. Use your keyboard arrows to make sure she eats, doesn't run out of air, and avoids the dangers forever lurking in the ocean. Alright, I'm gonna try hard mode, But if it's anything like Barnacle Blast, we're going easy. Okay. Alright. Went down is not an exact science, but we got this. Okay. Guessing the giant squid is bad. Okay, there's no way a giant squid would be that close to the surface. Just want to point that out. That is an inaccuracy. That is... Okay, well, I would like to surface. Oh, I won. Cool. Killed it, guys. Killed it. Alright. Oh no, a pod of whales is trapped in the inlet. Swim to freedom. Use this quiz to help them swim to the open waters. Each correct answer moves them closer to freedom, but you get 2 wrong and you'll have to start over. The certain creatures that can swim the fastest is the sea mammals, including dolphins and killer whales, have been trained by the military because they are extremely stupid. Orcas are called killer whales because they can they kill and eat other whales. Literally. How many blowhoses do baleen whales have? 2? Guys, I'm learning. I just want to point out that I crushed all of those. Like, not to toot my own horn, but toot. Nice!
I won the whale watching tour. All right!
Sick. Nice! I'm just saying, like, I destroyed that, but... That's just me being a baddie.
Hi, Nancy.
I won a free whale watching tour.
Well, congratulations. I'll give you an exclusive tour. Just be you and me.
Sounds great.
Let's do this. Also creepy. Yeah, for sure. Just you and me. Aww.
Thank you for the great tour and for letting me use your camera.
My pleasure.
Thanks for your time.
Whales rule!
Whales rule! Oh, man. So, what do I have left to do? Kayaking. And that's gonna open up a whole another can of worms. I've also gotta explore the lighthouse, obviously. So that's exciting. Got stuff still to do.
What's up?
See you in a bit.
I'll be right here.
Yes, you will be. Fixing that engine the entire time. Alright. Doing it. Alright, GPS. Alright, waypoint, current position. Make a new waypoint. Okay. literally going at this blind, but you know, it's fine. If I get hopelessly lost, you know, it's fine. Ooh, jellyfish. Okay, alright. When I get back, if I get back, I will poison myself. Never thought I would say that out loud, but for you, Lindsay, I will do that. Alright. I made it back. I'll poison myself. I got you. Alright. Now, how complicated of a poison... Let's just... You know what? Let's put everything I would never eat on a sandwich on this sandwich, okay? Yeah, cocoa sauce would not go on a sandwich. Baking soda, I would never eat that. I would eat peanut butter, though. Oh, hold on. Alright, hold on. Oops, did not mean to do that. Alright. So, cocoa sauce, baking soda, jelly, because jelly is disgusting. I would definitely... Hold up. I can't just say no to an ingredient. I just want to be able to say no. That looks disgusting. Obviously jellyfish. Obviously. Yeah, let's put some ice cream on there. Fuck it, right? Tomatoes are disgusting. I don't care what anybody tells me. Mustard, also nasty. Yes. Anchovies, delicious. Probably gross. And yeah, that's about it. Let's eat this.
Ew. Ooh, suddenly I don't feel so good.
You gave yourself food poisoning?
All I know is I made myself a sandwich and it didn't agree with me.
The ideal sandwich is a visually pleasing combination of high-quality carbohydrates and protein. Just keep it simple and you can't go wrong. Chef Sherwood says...
Sorry, guys. Gotta go.
It happens. We throw that sandwich away. Now, if I were to eat a sandwich I would like to eat, I would take some peanut butter, and that's it. And we eat that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Peanut butter sandwich. I would put some honey on it, but that's just me. Alright. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Alright, so what's in my journal? I got you, Lindsay. I got you. It's important. Alrighty. Back to sea. Put on your safety stuff, Nancy. Jesus. Nice. That's cool. Pretty sure you can't just 180 a boat like that, but you know, it's fine.
There's a channel marker. Katie said not to go past them.
Dang, what if I wanted to, Nancy? Yeah. Rocks. this is his GPS, right? So, like, in theory, this is his marker that he's established, right? Right. So that means that he would have made... Oh god, rocks. Okay, hold up. Forward. Left. Forward. Left. Rocks. How did I get to the cave so easily last time? Now I'm back here. Okay, I am not navigating this well. Is the spot on the GPS, okay.
No signal.
I have gone to the lighthouse and then got kicked out of the lighthouse immediately, but you know, we'll go back. Hey Jacob, how are you? I'm just, you know, exploring the high seas as Nancy would do. I can't go forward there. Just checking every nook and cranny of the high seas. Alright. So we found more messages in the bottle. That's cool. I guess I can make phone calls.
Not right now.
Alright, Nancy. Now? Okay. I haven't called the Hardy Boys yet. Always gonna give the Hardy Boys a phone call. See what's up.
Hello?
Hi, Frank. It's Nancy.
Hey! Joe, lock her up and then get to a phone. It's Nancy.
He's locking someone up?
Goldie, she's not a someone. She's a something.
Hey, Nancy. How's life in the Pacific Northwest?
Well, someone ransacked Katie's boat just before I arrived.
Wow, that's great.
I knew you were gonna say that.
She's got a mystery to solve.
She's supposed to be on vacation?
Crime never takes a vacation, Frank.
Let me guess. That was Goldie.
Bingo.
She's this dog we found. We're waiting for her owner to come get her.
That's nice of you guys.
Well, unfortunately, there's a problem.
She eats a lot and she's not housebroken.
She's as big as an SUV.
Fully loaded.
She's in the garage. I'm upstairs. That's how big her bark is, so you can imagine how big she is.
What kind of dog is she?
Great Dane.
Yikes! How does somebody go about losing a Great Dane?
Good question.
Enough about us. Let's hear about this case of yours, Nancy.
I get the feeling that even though Katie lives and works in Snake Horse Harbor, she's still pretty much an outsider.
Why do you say that?
Because frankly, nobody around here seems to like her very much.
Like who?
Like Jenna Devlin, the woman who owns the Hot Kettle Cafe.
Why do you think she doesn't like her?
Multiple reasons.
She's convinced that Katie wants the orca captured instead of returned to her pod, and it drives her up the wall.
Uh-oh. When emotions run high, so does the probability of bad behavior. Keep an eye on that one, Nancy.
Andy Jason has a boat in a bottle that Katie says was made by a settler in the mid-1800s who would periodically and mysteriously disappear.
Mysteriously?
Whenever this ex-pirate would show up, Benjamin Hawkins, that was the settler's name, he'd vanish for days at a time. Nobody knows where he and his family hid.
I know how he did it.
You know how he vanished?
I know how he got the boat in the bottle.
How?
Can't tell you. Been sworn to secrecy. But I can tell you this. It does not involve any kind of shrinking machine.
No, it involves building the boat in the bottle.
To get around on the water in Katie's kayak, I've been using a GPS.
A global positioning system? Cool!
If you have the coordinates for a specific place, you just enter them and it shows up on the display screen, right?
I think so. I haven't had to do that yet.
A GPS would make a great gift, don't you think, Nancy? For, like, say a big brother to give his little brother for, like, say his upcoming birthday?
That probably depends on the big brother.
And on what the little brother has done for him lately.
Always a catch.
I have no idea what the messages I found in those bottles mean. How about a hint?
Take a good look at your GPS next time you're out in your kayak.
Those numbers that tell you where you are should look kind of familiar.
Were you to add something to your GPS, who knows where you'd end up.
Talk to you later.
Make it soon.
And keep up the good work.
Thanks, Frank. Yeah, obviously they're GPS coordinates. Duh. Give them a call, go back to the lighthouse, then go back to the kayak, and might call it there.
Hello?
We'll see.
Hi, Bess. Can you talk?
Hey, Nancy, of course I can talk.
I think she just wanted to make sure nothing on the stove was in danger of igniting.
Everything's safely on simmer. What's up?
Casey, the maritime librarian, suggested that the SS Whitechapel Dawn may have been smuggling something into the U.S. when it went down.
I don't get why you're so interested in some shipwreck.
I don't know. Finding wood from a wreck that shouldn't be producing driftwood? Something's weird, that's all.
I think you should stick to finding out who vandalized Katie's boat.
I think you should follow your instincts, even if they do seem totally bizarro.
How are you guys fixed for
Why
hints?
not?
We promised Frank and Joe Hardy they could do the honors this time.
Yeah, call them. They love it when you ask them for help.
I better get going.
Me too. I gotta go braise my brisket.
Whatever.
Brace the biscuit. Okay, so back to the lighthouse. See if there's anything there that I can uncover. Oh, man. Ooh. Ah!
Whoa! That was close.
Obviously, getting the code for that will be a difficult thing. Bing. I'm trespassing! Excuse you, I'm trespassing! Alright, Nancy, let's do this. Okay, so I'm gonna write these down. I know I don't need to write them down, but I feel the need to write them down, you know? So do I have all the pieces of paper? Oh. So probably north 48, and then west 1, 2, 3, and that's the, okay. So I'm really close. You know, I wrote this upside down. It's gonna really bother me. Hold on a second. Oh wait, this is 421517, and then I'm okay. So I just need to go to the west. Right? Maybe. No. Four, 2, 5, 1, 7, 8, 7, 1, 6, 5. 'Kay, I was speed clicking. Okay? Jesus. My bad. Nancy won't get lost at sea this time. I could create a new waypoint, but like, I figured it was just gonna like make the waypoint wherever I was at. Whatever. It's fine. North. 4-8. 4-2-5-1-7. West 1-2-3 and 0-8-6-1-5. Sick. All right, Nancy, go waypoint.
I've never been to this beach before.
Correct, Nancy, but now you have.
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at the beep.
Hi, Hannah, it's Nancy. To make a long story short, I slipped on some rocks and have to come home. Could you please pick me up from the airport tonight? It's flight 323. Oh, and bring a couple of ice packs and some clean bandages. And you should probably rent a wheelchair, too. See you soon.
Nancy. Alright, Nancy, no rock diving for you.
Stuff to build a sandcastle. I could use a break.
Obviously. Ooh, okay, so we want a strong base. Obviously. And then... Ooh, okay. How intense are we gonna make this? So obviously this is how... No, that's too structurally unsound. Is that too hot? Oh. Bing. Shells for decoration, obviously. I don't care what anybody says, that's beautiful.
Time to go back to work. Oops, must be ticklish. A starfish. Awesome.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. The little things, you know?
Anemones are so beautiful.
They really are. Also, good job on the pronunciation there, Nancy. You don't remember being able to build a sandcastle? Sandcastles are the tits, though. Okay, okay. Let's save. Danger. No. What shall I name this one? I could go for the obvious. Could go for a sandwich of some kind. I could also make a whale joke. Like, whale come back. Decisions, decisions. What shall the save file be? Oh, whale. We're just gonna do it. Oh, whale. Alright, jump. Yeah.
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at the beep.
Hi, Hannah. It's Nancy. To make a long story short, I slipped on some rocks and have to come home. Could you please pick me up from the airport tonight? It's flight 323. Oh, and bring a couple of ice packs and some clean bandages. And you should probably rent a wheelchair, too. See you soon.
So, like, am I not supposed to jump? Like, it clearly wants me to jump on these rocks, right? Do I have to jump on the rocks in a specific order? Okay. Alright, progress. Making progress.
Interesting.
So, Nancy, why did we want to get to the sandbar? Oh. Like, I know these holes mean something. I know they mean there's sea life underneath them. But, like, why do we need to look at the sea life? Do I not know yet? Probably. Let's go for the biggest, safest rock, Nancy. Okay. There you go. All's well that ends well.
Stuff to build a sandcastle. Time to go back to work.
Simultaneously talking, Nancy. It's a skill that not many people have. Ooh. This is odd. Okay. Okay, well, I took a picture of my flags. Okay, so... Are they all... They look like they all are. Do I have to do them in, like, alphabetical order? Because it doesn't say what they all mean. It just, like, they all represent letters in the alphabet. So, like, are we going to go in alphabetical order? Yeah, that's one way to do it. A, B... There's no C. There's D. E... What could this possibly mean? Know who I called to ask? The Hardy Boys. Obviously.
Hardy Res, Joe speaking.
Hey, Joe, it's me.
Hi, Nancy. What's going on?
When I was investigating the lighthouse, I just barely missed getting brained by a chunk of falling brick.
You think it was an accident?
Well, the lighthouse is in pretty bad shape, but I can't help but wonder why Holt Scotto has taken such an interest in the place.
Maybe he just thinks they're cool. I know I do.
I need a hint. I still can't get into that box I found on the beach.
Shoot, that reminds me. I mailed a letter and forgot to put the flag up.
Maybe we should just spell it out for her. What do you think, Frank?
Just give her the answer? I think we should nip that idea in the bud.
Okay, obviously it's the flags, okay? Okay, well, like, okay.
Talk to you later.
Be careful.
And have fun.
Okay, well, fuck you guys, first of all. Second of all, alright, what letters are these all then? S, A, B, P, U, R. Also, this is assuming that these mean letters. I mean, I can only go off of what I have, and that is what I have. E and D. Alrighty. Nancy.
No anagrams that need busting yet.
I have an oh, Rosebud. Alrighty, Lindsay, stop being a genius. Jesus. Save some genius for the rest of us. Yeah, all the letters for Rosebud are here. Well, I gotta go back now, but that's fine. That's my own fault. I just see Rosebud and I just think of Sims. That's me. That's just me. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but Rosebud only means one thing. It means I'm gonna get $1,000. Alright. R, O, S, E, B, U, and D.
I don't know what all those letters mean, but something tells me this may come in handy.
Port, starboard. There once was a dog named Alpha who lived high in the Sierra Nevadas. The dog weighed about 100 kilos and lived in a hotel in Sirius. Alpha loved his owner, Juliet Smith. Juliet belonged to the Delta Gamma sorority and loved to dance and foxtrot. Okay, hold up. Alpha, Sierra Nevadas. Okay, I know. Hold up. Hold. I know these are letters. Okay. Sierra is S. A. There once was a dog named Alpha who lived high in the Sierra Nevadas. So Nevadas is not one. Though a dog weighed about 100 kilos. Kilo is K, okay. Ask. And lived in a hotel in the Sierras. Alpha loved his owner, Juliet Smith. Juliet belonged to the Delta Gamma sorority and loved to dance the foxtrot. Her boyfriend was named Oscar, and he was quite a Romeo.
This is the weirdest story I've ever read.
Yeah. The owner eventually moved to India, and even though she loved to foxtrot, Mrs. Smith became a tango instructor. Oh, the hotel is one. There once was a dog named Alpha who lived high in the Sierra Nevadas. The dog weighed about 100 kilos and lived in a hotel. Okay. Lived in a hotel. So kilos. And lived in a hotel. Alright, so Alpha. High isn't 1. Sierra is 1. And Kilo is 1. And lived in a hotel. H. In the Sierras. Is Sierra because it's plural, not count? I'm not sure, I'll underline it. Alpha. Loved his owner. Juliet Smith. Juliet belonged to the Delta Gamma sorority. Gamma is not 1. And loved to dance the foxtrot. Her boyfriend's name was Oscar. And he was quite the Romeo. So that is 4 F-O-R. Foxtrot O-R. One day, the owner of the hotel decided to move to India to raise oh, hold on. Oh, I completely missed some stuff. Asked for, okay, to raise lima beans. Okay, so I missed a whole bunch. Give me a second. So one day the owner of the hotel decided to move to India to raise lima beans. Lima is 1. So lima beans. That was fine for Mrs. Smith. Smith is not 1 because she wanted to live in the Delta Gamma house. It's fine. House is not 1. Okay. But Alpha. Hilda. Okay. Alpha wanted to stay in the Sierra Mountains so he could learn to play golf. This one. The owner eventually moved to India, and even though she loved to foxtrot, Mrs. Smith became a tango instructor. Okay, so I have some words, and then other words are not words. So that's the only thing I'm a little bit like, I'm not sure about. Yeah. Okay, so...
So far, so good. I don't know. I'm gonna go over here.
Are you okay there, Nancy?
I'm getting there. Ta-da! Ask HSAJJD for Hilda's gift.
Okay. Hilda Swenson, congratulations. I hope you enjoyed finding this thing because you and I are just getting started. See, I've got a secret. Okay, see, I've got a secret. Well, two actually, but I don't believe in just handing things to folks on a siren. Silver
Send me
Potter.
something from the top of the lighthouse in Morse code?
That's no fun. Isn't the way of life... isn't the way life works, either. To get anywhere in this world, you gotta get out there and be curious. You gotta ask questions and shake things up till you get answers. And I know you're curious, or on you wouldn't be reading, or I know you're curious, or you wouldn't be reading this. So what I want you to do now is send me some code. As for what I want you to send me, read the letter, Sonia, I've enclosed that will get you started. The story makes no sense. You say, well, you got into this... God, I can read cursive, I swear! Thanks, David. Have a good time, and we'll see you later. Alright, hold on. So, the story makes no sense, you say. Well, you got into this chest, didn't you? Anyway, eventually you'll find the answer to my riddle. As for my for my secret. As for my other secret, if you're smart, and I have a sneaking suspicion, I hate the letter S, sneaking suspicion you'll figure it out along the way.
Something is fishy in Snake Horse Harbor.
And I'm not just speaking for the halibut. Oh, and no funny stuff because I'm watching you, Hilda. Thanks, Hilda. Alright, so you want me to... I need the story I've enclosed. That will get you started. The story makes no sense. You say we'll get into the chest. Got into this chest with you. Alright, so ask SHAJJD for Hilda's gift. Alright, well, we have gotten ourselves into a little bit of a pickle now, haven't we?
What's up?
See you in a bit.
Enjoy.
She sounded like she's had a seizure. Just a little bit. Just a little bit one. Okay. So are these letters the anagram?
No anagrams that need busting yet.
Fine, so at least Nancy knows they're not an anagram. I'm curious what H, S, A, J, and J, D, I mean, they're initials is the only thing I could go off of, but like, who are these people? Who are you people? I'm terrible at names, so it probably is the three people here, and I just don't know their initials. Wait, that laugh was creepy as hell, and nobody could tell me otherwise.
You again?
I understand that Hilda Swenson gave you something?
So what if she did?
Do you think I could see it?
Tell you what, this chess problem I've been working on is giving me fits. Here, solve it for me, and I'll let you see what Hilda gave me. Feel free to look at the chess book in my duffel bag if you need help. Let me know when you're through.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Did Hilda Swenson give you something?
She made a necklace for me. Prettiest thing I own. I'd show it to you, but it's at my house. How did you know she gave me something?
Let's just say that there may be a method to Hilda's madness after all. Do you think you could get it for me?
Problem is, my home's across town, and I'm real low on clams, which means I've got to go clamming before I can even think about doing anything else.
Why don't I go clamming for you?
Okay, if you get the clams, I'll go get the necklace. You can put them in here. 15 ought to do it. That's the limit anyway. But you also need a permit. Andy Jason can issue you one.
It's been fun talking to you.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay, so I gotta do stuff. Identify 2 moves that white can make to win the game. Okay, so identify 2 moves that white can make to win the game. Alright. I think this is a good place to stop because I have a couple puzzles lined up for me to do next time. I do have to go because I have pizza that I really want to eat. I didn't really want some pizza. I'm hungry. Like, I was hungry going into the stream, and now I'm just, like, ravenous. So, one second, I'm going to cue back up just the face. Because we all love just watching the face. Hello there. Tis I. I'm gonna close the game. So this is where I'm gonna leave us. But it's all good because I know that somebody else right now is streaming. So I think we should do a little bit of a raid, if you know what I'm saying. So that way we can keep the Nancy Drew action going. So let me just how come let's just close this and reopen this. How about that? So we're gonna do that. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. I certainly did. Yes. All right. So we're gonna rate Sparkly Kiss, my my other Nancy Drew streamer. She's playing Secret of Shadow Ranch, which is the one I'm gonna be playing next. So enjoy. No spoilers for me, but I'm gonna go get some pizza. So let's go ahead and set that up. Yes, I am so excited, but please enjoy, please send some love, and thank you all for coming. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll be streaming again this weekend, probably. I will post on my Instagram, which if you're not following my Instagram, follow my Instagram, because I try to post when I'm going to be streaming in advance, because I'm not good at keeping schedules. Anyway, thank you. Have a great day, and send love. Send love. She sends love to me, so send love back. We love it, and it's loading. It's loading. I'm really bad at filling dead space, empty air. Let's raid.